Please turn your sound on to hear full explanations of our answers. Thank you. So the question is, how can I keep weight off after a diet, and not put it back on in like a yo-yo style, like unfortunately too many people do. This is what I got to say to you. It is a kind of, it's a multi-factor type thing. First of all, I want to say to you is to go healthy. You need to learn to appreciate what healthy foods taste like. If you've dieted by eating less, but you still, if you could eat Big Macs every day without worrying about getting fat, you would. If you could eat fried bacon and all this unhealthy junk, and you wouldn't put on any weight or have any bad health effects. If you would still do that, then actually you kind of haven't really discovered what real food is about, because this kind of junk that makes what it does is it makes your insulin system go crazy, and it makes you crave food again, and it kind of makes you believe that the food is tasty, but it really isn't. You need to discover real healthy food, which means eating more fruit, because fruit, let me tell you, it is the most perfect food for us. Some people believe we should eat 90% fruit. Actually, it's a perfect package. It quenches your thirst and hunger perfectly. The nutrients, are so easily digested. Nothing moves through the stomach faster than fruit. Okay, it's like the perfect food for man. But also other things. We have a lot of refined foods in our diet. The food industry is very corrupt. It's way worse than the tobacco industry. Because it feeds people with these refined foods all day. Loaded with salt and sugar, and a lot of. When I say refined foods, what I mean by that is, refined foods are bad for your body. They cause this insulin overdrive. They cause you to eventually have type 2 diabetes. I mean things like white pasta, white rice, anything white carbs especially. All of these things they take the natural ingredient, they strip most of it out, and they just take only like the best bit, if you like. And let me tell you, it is not normal to have a diet composed of just the best bits. It's unhealthy. It's terribly bad for you. It might make your taste buds go on fire and taste great, but it's incredibly unhealthy, and that's why people are getting type 2 diabetes these days and a lot of other health problems. So you need to learn to appreciate other alternatives. Today, I prefer brown pasta over white pasta. I prefer brown rice or rice with seeds in it over plain white sticky rice. I prefer a lot of these other options, the unrefined options, compared to the refined options, which I find pretty sickly, actually, too strong, actually nasty. And if you haven't had that appreciation yet, you need to work on it, because it will really help you. Then you won't crave all these other foods. If I have a soda, and I only drink water now. If I taste a soda, man, it just makes me want to throw up. Honestly, it's that bad. Exercise is also good, and I'm not talking about exercising to lose weight here. I'm not talking about pounding down the gym, doing a spinning class. I'm talking about exercise where a little bit of exercise every day or every other day actually helps to clear the mind, and it stops things like cravings and feeling deprived. I don't know how it does it, but it just has this incredibly calming effect. So I really recommend that you look into that. And it doesn't have to be heavy exercise by any means. Light exercise is absolutely fine. So look into that. Seize life and deal with your issues. These are really two things. Look, when you were overweight before, when you were eating the wrong foods and relying on those foods to deliver you, basically these highly refined foods deliver you a hit. It's a bit like having taking some drugs or something. It delivers you with a nice tasty hit. That's why you've abused your food in the past, because anyone overweight, it actually abuses food. They're not, food is a fuel, and you only eat when you're hungry. And if you only eat when you're hungry, you never get fat. The fact is that people who are overweight abuse their food. They use it for pleasure, okay? And often, and I think this could be your story, but often it's like, living life, modern life is hard. We work in jobs that are pretty soul destroying. It takes time to get to work and back. We have very little time for ourselves. We have very little money because we pay so many taxes. We may have health, wealth, relationship, family problems, all these kind of things. And for many people, addictions, and especially certain types of food, which deliver the hit that I'm talking about, for many people, these foods are the only things that are guaranteed they can rely on every day is going to give them some pleasure that they're looking for. Now, what I'm saying is, seize life and deal with your issues. First of all, understand that that is not the way to deal with your problems in life. You know, food is not there to get your guaranteed hit of pleasure every day. That's not what it's for. So you need to stop doing that. Okay, so you may have lost your weight after a diet, but if you still look at food in the same way, you're just going to put it straight back on. So you need to deal with that. The other thing is you need to really seize life. And when you've been relying on this nice, lovely hit every single day, you probably actually neglected the opportunities that you could have had in your life. So I want you to start something new, a new activity. It doesn't have to be physical. Some kind of new activity. Meet new people. Okay, really seize the day, because life is there for the taking. And you've probably been neglecting that because of food. And now is the time for you to do it. So you're really going to get a lot more out of life, and you won't feel as deprived when you do this. So anyway, sorry, it's quite a long video, but in a way quite philosophical. I hope you appreciated it and got a lot of value out of it. Listen, I want to show you before you go, I'll put a link in the description box below, and it's to a site that has helped thousands of people deal with these issues in this way that I'm talking about. And you can see some before and after pictures of people who successfully shifted the weight, and they didn't just lose the weight, they didn't put it back on. It's permanent. And you're going to be really blown away by what you see there. And there's also a very quick tip that you'll see straight away, which is how to lose your stomach fat, not just quickly but also easily. And this is also another revolutionary method. So you really do want to check out these two things. I know they're going to help you a lot, so please check it out. Click the link down below, and you're going to be amazed by what you see. And I'll see you soon in another video. Take care.